Normally, so those two are recited Makala, the Sisa Makala and the Kalarupa. But the recite here, the additional, numberless and Pendalam, the it's a prayer for Buddha to as soon as wishes was succeeded, the painting, the Kurukulla, and all yours, all the wishes, to benefit from sentient beings, teaching Buddha, and to complete Dharma practice for yourself, and success, pacify obstacles. So that. So the three protectors are numberless. So those three are protector of the the three hard trainings, and as well as the three pins apart. So yeah, Makala is to draw the bodhichitta, and then numberless is renunciation, and then Kalarupa, emptiness, right view, protector of three pins apart, and then three trainings, heighten morality is none to say. Then heighten of the meditation. So how good heighten the meditation. Oh God, that might be maybe Kalarupa, I'm not sure. Because Dagam Josunki, Suma, Havatsuniga Lavati, Namtu Seche, Sumati, and then Lavating is Lavati, Timetro Congo, Re, yes, so, and then I train the wisdom is Kalarupa. I train was those two. I'm not sure, 100% sure to which one. So like that. So you see, Kasa. So to benefit, in of course, enlightenment, to achieve enlightenment for sentient beings, it's only path to achieve enlightenment is only revealed in minor teaching. So minor sutra, that you see, you have to three countless great eons. So you have to practice the 60 parameters for three countless great eons. So it takes time to collect merit, wisdom, merit virtue, and then you can achieve Dhammakaya, Buddha's holy body and holy mind, Dhammakaya, Rupakaya. Well, that it takes 3 countless degree eons to complete the parameter of 60 parameters, so to complete the wisdom as a merit of wisdom and virtue. So cause Dhammakaya and Rupakaya, you see. But in Tantra, so it takes a lot of time. So sentient means for 3 countless great eons, so long they have to suffer samsara, so can't stand. So unbelievable compassion, you see. So to the reason, right. So therefore practice Tantra, where the Buddha has taught Tantra to fully achieve enlightenment. To achieve enlightenment in one lifetime. So Buddha taught, revealed Tantra. So our practicing Kriya Tantra, Jaya Tantra, Anujaya Tantra, so you achieve enlightenment in one life. So not by wisdom, but by actually method, the highly skilled method. So because of that, you can achieve enlightenment. You can achieve enlightenment in one lifetime. But now they say, so that so you achieve katori in a long life, right? Like 1,000 years to live for a long time. Then practice the Lord Tantra, then you achieve enlightenment. So that takes still a long time. So you sentient beings have unbelievable, imaginable that suffer in 6 grams. So then you are, also reasons unbearable the compassion to the sentient beings. So therefore the Buddha has to reveal the 4th Tantra, Anutaya Tantra. So by practice that is highly skilled in the Kasuri wisdom and the method both. So then Kasuri transcendental wisdom of the great bliss, non-dual voidness, the clear light of that, all the high school wisdom. So that's like atomic bomb. So I mean, that's an example of control negative way. But here I'm using this to pacify the dualist mind, the dualist view, the Kasuri. The Kasuri, then ordinary subtle mind to wind, to purify and pacify the Kasuri. In Tantra, and the highest Tantra, you see that ordinary impure wind mind to create samsara. So according to Tantra. So the basis of what Sutra explains, ignorance creates samsara. Your ignorance, not God or not Buddha, not God or something else, somebody else, your enemy, create your samsara. No, that's So your own ignorance. So yeah, in Tantra. So like that. So yeah. So the quickest way, most powerful, quickest way to pacify the dualist mind, dualist being. Oh, that yeah. So then method is also hard skilled, and so like that both. So then you achieve enlightenment in a brief lifetime, within few years. On the basis of, on the basis of the three principal paths. So you see, on the basis of three principal paths. So you see, some people who don't know how to practice, they practice for years, the chakras, wind drops, wind drops. So for so many years, they are going to the highest practice. So you don't do the lamrim, you don't do the renunciation of bodhichitta, you left out. Also you don't know, you left out the foundation. So it's like trying to build a house in the sky, trying to build a department store in the sky, without the foundation, without ground. I mean, you're building a house without ground, right? Try to build in the sky or on the ice, ice. So like that. So without bodhichitta, without realization in right view, without renunciation, very basic renunciation, no. Just practice wind drop chakra. So no way to achieve no bodhichitta. But how that be beneficial for sentient? No way. So that you want to hide realization from very beginning, and then that you see that you spent many years in that. So it's not you see doesn't know how to go to enlightenment. So person doesn't know how. So building house in the space, in the sky, so that, without the base, without the ground. So without bodhicitta, there's no way. So it's waste time, waste life. All that. Without bodhicitta, without, as I mentioned, without right view. Without the right view. Without right view realization, there's no way to free yourself from samsara. There's no way at all. So you can't eliminate the root of samsara, the ignorance. You see, projecting, decorating, the mere labeled I as a real, existing from its own side. Total hallucination, projecting this, decorating this, on the mere labeled I. So, that. So then, then not only that, but all the rest, and then whole world, all the rest, you create a hallucination. Your ignorance, fabrication, mental fabrication, Mental publication? Publication? Huh? Yes, yeah, publication. Huh?
Fabrication.
Yeah, publication. Well, it didn't sound mental publication. I'm not saying that, even though it may sound like that. Fabrication.
Yes, that is good.
The ignorance public, your ignorance publication. So you see, the I, what you appear real something from there, inside the body. Oh, that's your ignorance, publication, not publication, not publication, publication. Huh?
Like fabric?
Yeah.
Fabric.
Fabrication. Yeah, publication. Not publication, publication. So that. What is that? Karigodi Cheta. To realize had to put every effort. I mean, you see, wow, every day we had to put every effort to realize emptiness, and to develop and to have wisdom directly perceiving emptiness, which is the seed of delusion karma, frees you from samsara. So every single effort we have to put up, we have to learn, we have to meditate, we have to purify the development, and we quite meditate, so we have to do that. And you see, they receive the blessings of Guru, so that and that involves developing the devotion, they correctly following the rule of the path to enlightenment. What is that? Oh, that's correctly following the virtuous friend, Guru. Correctly devoting virtuous, that's only one side. That's realizing, regarding all the Buddha, and from our side. Meditating that with all the effort for a long time, then you see, train the mind is that to see, looking at the Buddha, or the Buddha. So then you see, you realize that from your side, and then you need to receive blessing to Guru. So they all do that. Receive the mind, like pouring water after you plant the seed, pouring water in the ground. Like that makes a seed to function, to grow. So, so that the realization comes from your mind, you see. Realization comes up from your brain. It doesn't say, I never heard that. Realization comes to your brain, not from feet, not from your stomach, not from your legs, not from your intestine, or not from your intestine, or realization comes, from only from your brain, only the head, Realization comes from your mind, your heart. So that's, I mean, the realization comes from your nose. Then if it comes from brain, also comes because the feet has many veins. All the rest of the veins connect to feet, when you massage. So then realization comes from feet, you have to say. Funny. That. So from your heart, okay, not a bumping heart, where anger rises, from where compassion rises, from where loving kindness arises. Oh, that's the heart. Oh, that's one natural death. Oh, that's where actually subtle mind is there. Subtle mind in that indestructible seed, half white, half red, in the heart, measuring upon the true breast. So inside the center channel. So, because of this subtle mind, so where it absorbs it without. So the last Chisholm Tammo, subtle mind of death, the wounded mind of death. So that is it. So anger doesn't come from your brain. I don't know why. Why anger doesn't come from brain? Why anger comes from the heart? Why? I don't know. I don't understand. You see, you have to question that to yourself. The loving kindness compassion doesn't come from brain. Why? You see, you have to ask a scientist. Why loving kindness compassion doesn't come from brain? Doesn't come from feet. It doesn't come from the heart. So that's of course the individual experience. Anger does not come from brain, from the heart. Why? So why does it come from the heart? We have to understand. So anyway, so I would say so able to achieve enlightenment by practicing man of the Tantra, able to achieve enlightenment in a unified state of bodhichitta, able to achieve enlightenment, unified state of bodhichitta in a brief lifetime or destiny time by practicing man of the Tantra. So they you practice the chakra samsara, clear light. That chakra samsara part, gives elaboration how to practice that. So which reveals that, and then Mother Tantra. So then, which shows extensive practice of illusory body, Nukuya Samaja, and then practice. So it shows elaborate how to achieve what the illusory body. So success of those two. Then you need to practice Yamantaka. Two reasons. One is that success of those two paths, to achieve Dhammakaya, Rupakaya, you see the brief lifetime of distant time, so that pacify obstacles. The most powerful, the pacify obstacle, that is Yamantaka. Not Shinji Shinji is the outer Shinji Catholic, Lord of Death and Shinji Yama and the Catholic inner Yama, the ignorance. Outer Yama, inner Yama. I don't know that was secret. Maybe impure subtle mind with that thing, maybe. So anyway, culture so Yamantaka, so the remedy to opponent, remedy to that. Shinji Shi, so in Tibet you see Shi, you know, the remedy to that, the deities. And then now Yamata is even most wrathful, they're powerful deities. So to pacify such a degenerate, over-degenerate time, so much obstacles to practice Dharma, so one rely on Yamataka practice, part to see. Also, Buddha was an extremely wrathful aspect, but she is so to develop wisdom. So you can develop wisdom. Baksa, you know, my first, not first, but Tibet I did the Lama talk about. I did not actually meditation, but Baksa I did Yamataka, but didn't get didn't text commentary. So I read one Keshe Tilton Deshi, who was the first Apple Laudo. So here text there. I read beginning part, then very beginning part. But didn't get time to read all the whole thing, and but I think my motivation might be a little bit better. I think the regards thing is sentient, maybe, I'm not sure. Yeah, so I think it's extremely beneficial. So even though I made it up, because I didn't see the commentary, so I made it up the visualization. When you recite mantra, I just made my own thing, my own trip. So anyway, but even reciting mantra, wow, afterwards, you see, well, for example, Madhyamika teachings, you read before, and afterwards you read is different. Afterwards you read, it has more feeling and understanding. You see, before you didn't have that. You have to understand like that. Even the same word. The benefits of having done retreat, even reciting mantra. You have to know that. Because give great benefit. Even I didn't get rich commentary, and I made my own visualization, my own trip. Then like that, you see. Then anyway, more like that to develop wisdom. Because Mantushi, all the Buddha's wisdom, you see, manifest the Mantushi to grant sentient beings wisdom, to develop wisdom. So, also extremely wrathful aspect, so to develop wisdom. So I'm talking, you see, yeah. So what I benefited, what I got. So anyway, then you see the protector of the practice has to be according to that. Like this, protector of 3 pence apart, and protector of the according to 3 deities. Only the 3 training, so on and on. So anyway, yeah. Yeah, because Panda Nam to say and Panam, okay. Major singer then the number component, mother came such a one the phone that is Jora Janja Gunje Lama Zaja Moje Jaze To do the Kurukulla initiation, then this nature foundation having received the highest Tantra initiation. So whatever is the highest Tantra great initiation, that which leaves the seed of the four kayas and the mental opportunities are there. Need foundation this. This attributes of obstacles, and you have brought Dharma practice, and you have control of the needs, control of the needs, the Dharma practice, and then that was a particular thing to develop to extensive benefit to the teaching Buddha and sentient beings. For success of that, so need to control over the sentient beings. So then you can benefit so that they listen to you. So that you can benefit with them. So that the practice they listen to you. The practice. So to be able to offer extensive benefit to the teaching Buddha and the sentient beings. So that the main control is having to have control over is your own mind. The control over your own mind, especially the subtle mind. Control over your subtle mind wind. That is the main one. Then you are able to, through that you are able to actualize the clear light, the transcendental wisdom of bliss, non-dual emptiness. That, as I mentioned before, there. To choose the way to pacify the dualist mind, dualist view, the subtle, ordinary subtle mind wind. Then you achieve enlightenment in a beautiful lifetime of present time. So through that control, all of that. So the Kazakh, when the Tibet was pieces, like India was like that before, many kings and many different parts of their own kings, and so Tibet was in pieces. So the Kazure, of course, compared to China, China is huge, powerful from those old times, and Tibet was in pieces. So King Dynasty at that time, received initiation teaching from Saja, great Lama, unbelievable, great Lama. So King Dynasty received initiation teaching from him. So he was giving teachings in different parts of Tibet. At that time, then King Dynasty, I don't know which one, King Dynasty offered the whole Tibet to the Drogachurjal Bhagwan. So that time, the whole peace Tibet is united at that time, become one, united. Over to Chögyal Bhagwan. So that time become one. The king, China is very powerful. So I think that's he was able to do that. So over to Chögyal Bhagwan. So that he was Chögyal Bhagwan Satya, great Lama. So he was having great benefited the sentient beings in Tibet. So much is because Kurukulla, practice of Kurukulla, that because of Kurukulla, that he was able to control over the Tibetans, and then all Tibet, whole Tibet, Tibetans in Tibet. So able to I think it became a disciple and able to he benefited to them. So it's like that. So then fifth Lama, the Buddha, whom his soul's incarnation, the first one, Jawagindra, who established the traditional monastery, Shikache. That and then the second one, who built a monastery near Pandalama Lake. Pandalama Lake is like TV in Tibet. You ask questions, and then it shows by letters, by few. It will show the actual form there, and sometimes also letters. So like that. Many of the incarnations, the lamas, the monastery, the lamas, or so there's one was said which I'm not talking about the Lama. Was said which Sarame, who found the Sarame monastery, the Sarame monastery, Lumbum, I don't know how to put them. Sarame Chatang, you Sarame Chatang, Sarame Chatang. The incarnation of that, who founded the Sarame monastery, Tibet. So after his the past life, now he lives in Mongolia. But this, so the original one who established the Sarame monastery in Tibet, college, and so Changchu or something. So after the past life passed away, so the manager, he went to see the in Pandalam Lake to find out what is reincarnated not. So in all day he watched, but he could not see. There were other people, and then he was alone nighttime, tried to see in the lake. Then nighttime he saw. I think the child was running, parents and the mother, the lake shores. Then the child was running. Wherever the child runs, there was a protector. There was what Tao? No Tao. Their home. I forget now. They protect her from home. Markamba. Let's go. I think Markamba. The home protector was looking after wherever the child runs, he was running was to guard him. The protector guard, look after him. So he saw in the lake. So that's how he found the present incarnation. So that, but himself is a great practitioner who has realizations of great practitioner. He was in the army. I don't know, in Tibet. He was in the army, but he gave teachings to the maybe the military or the student disciples. And they gave Buddha teachings or something. I don't know. Anyway, so that's how. Yeah, that's how I started. So I met him in Tibet. I met him when I went the first time. So Rinpoche, the manager, is the one who gave me Lama Tsongkhapa relic. So he gave me, I think one. I think he gave me one, quite big, the relic, Lama Tsongkhapa. But Rinpoche wanted to give me more, but I think the manager didn't want to give him more. Because they sent the money for me to carry in Nepal. They wanted also Rinpoche comes then to give you the money. So to help beginning time to help also Rinpoche. Now he lives in Mongolia. So there, I found a benefactor in Malaysia, Moon's student, Moon's sister, I think, for some years. Then she could not do it. So anyway, in the early times. Yeah. Oh, Karswade, that So the second Dalai Lama is built a huge monastery, but totally destroyed during the revolution time. Totally destroyed in Tibet, but near the lake. So like that. So when I came in Tibet, I went to that place to the lake 2 days, and the other lakes, Lahai Kriva Lake, and there are many other lakes. Makala and many other lakes that predicted many other lakes. So so that time, first time gathered, the most of the elder monks were disturbed. So only the abbot was not disturbed. So abbot was not so much punished during that time. He was given job to look after animals. So it was better, yes, look after animals. So it was not so much duties karma, not so much punish. So Geshe-Lama Kunda said the abbot has a conch shell shape, like at the aspect science and the conch shell in the feet, I can see. And he's supposed to be the Hiruka manifested or something like that. But anyway, so he was going to do long life initiation to the people, nomads. Most people nomads, living the animals. So then, because I came there, so then Geshe Sangye, which is attendant when I came to India first time, so he told the abbot to that I should do the long life initiation. So then they asked me, so I did. So 500 people, nomads came. Yeah, then there was slight rain and sunshine and like that. So that's the first time gathering. Then doing puja, just build a few rooms with the mud. Is not, I don't know. It's just in the dried. So like that. Then they received Pandalamo statue from Lhasa, and they received. When I was coming to that monastery, also statue was brought by truck. It's beautiful statue. They made so well. The conch they share, like I said, the teeth are made very, very nice. So that first time gathered after so many years destroyed and everything. Yeah, so the Kasa, on the also I think the seventh Lama who met spirit Buddhism in Mongolia. So they in Mongolia there used to be hundreds of geishas, extremely learned geishas. Whole lamrim they know by heart in Mongolia. Because it's still Tibet said like the Devon is the basis in the world for them to go to study extensive Buddhism. But even though Mongolia did have monasteries, and there the learned educations like that, example. So in the so in the Kurukulla, yeah. So like that example, Confucius was explained, emphasizes the benefits of Kurukulla, like that. Anyway, so roughly that, you see. Okay. There's just a little talk to express. I talked about the Guru the other day. There was a little talk. Sorry. So when we think Guru, when we think Guru, when we see Guru, at that time we see, for example, his owners, other great lamas or gurus. So again, of course, it doesn't mean I'm advertising. Oh, not that I told her at the night, at the evening I told her already. So you see, first I'll tell you the essence at the beginning. So you see, the way to think is, it is embodiment of all the Buddha. This is only when we see his owners over there. Yeah. So other go to the friend, yeah, primary other person. So thing always, because of our mind, we didn't have realization yet. Seeing all the Buddha, that realization we don't have. So therefore, we have to take care of our mind to not create a very heavy karmas with Guru. More heavier than the Tamanga, kill father, mother, arahata, cause blood Buddha. This is much worse than that, heavy. So to not create a heavy karma with Guru. So that, although so that's realization for even so whatever, so no realization, so much suffering, Lord realm, so even the human realm, so much suffering, so that. So therefore, all the embodiment of this Guru, then when you think of the embodiment of all the Buddha, numberless Buddha, and who liberated me from samsara? Who liberated me from samsara? Means samsara is the numberless oceans of suffering of hell, hunger, ghosts, animal, human being, sura. But so that you have to know at least what to explain the lamrim. At least, then the more elaborate in sutra. But at least I want to explain lamrim. Suffering, you have to study, you have to learn. You have to be aware. Otherwise, when you talk about that, when you hear samsara, for you it doesn't mean anything. Because it become like what the word in English? There's a talk, but that's not what people believe. In Singapore, there's a hell done in the kind of painted something is burned human being or something. What they call tourists go, but they call it. The experience is there, but it's not to believe. What's the English word?
Fantasy or fairy tale?
Not fantasy. There's one word, fantasy.
Symbolic?
Fantasy, no.
Myth?
Yes.
And maybe something like that.
Fiction. Fiction.
Yeah, sometimes they call it because I think I don't know exactly motivation, but I think it true. Well, actually, they say like that. Actually, they organize it and actually believe that, or they just so tourists don't get scared. So it's not like that. You may think, you don't believe that it is said, but you don't believe. That's kind of so this happening like this. If you don't know, so therefore it's very important to meditate on suffering. So important because your compassion is very limited. Only kind of only one. So you don't know all the suffering. So even you are suffering, you see, suffering pain, suffering change, and previous compound suffering. So even your own suffering, you don't know. So the whole thing. So that. So important to learn about, as of course yours, then others suffering. Then you can generate compassion. You can generate renunciation to your own samsara, and then compassion to others suffering. So, form desire realm, which is all three sufferings, then form realm doesn't have suffering pain, but change in the previous compound suffering. Then formless realm, for the timing there, while they are there, but they're not free from samsara. So, while there, then the formless realm don't have true suffering, but progressive compound suffering they have. So if they're free from that, then they're free from samsara. None. So, so like that, your compassion, then for everyone, your compassion, general compassion. The last, the compassion is nothing, you know. Only some sentient things, only beggar, only something, you know, hardly anything. So, oh, how does that? So anyway, yeah. So is the Guru. Then they think Guru or embodiment of all. Numberless Buddha. This is numberless Buddha, liberating me from samsara and bring me to enlightenment, Buddhahood. I don't know what English enlightenment is, because just maybe the dark room, then you put on, you see on, then bring light, you see. Some Kasuri, Sim Hombun, no, Sim was in Malaysia. He was now Genesis Institute. Australia, Perth. What's his name? Salim said enlightenment is not the correct word. He said enlightenment, what sound in the Western, he said not correct word. I mean, the very first person who ever translated then used the word enlightenment. So anyway, Buddhahood, you see, bring me Buddhahood, all the teachings, embodiment of all Buddha, every single Buddha, sentient Buddha, everything, in your deity, everything, liberating me from oceans of samsara suffering, no cause, no, or liberating from samsara, and to bring me to Buddhahood. Oh, you have to remember this. What Guru does to you, function, you know, how to benefit to you. You have to know this. Otherwise, Guru is just, you know, when you like, when you Guru be, do what you like, you like. When the Guru scolds you, when the Guru do something that your ego doesn't like, attachment doesn't like, then you become like popcorn, you know, or frying popcorn. Then you become, your mind become like that. Then you see, then Guru become your enemy. So like that. And so as become like that. You see, so I don't know. So change. Then you don't like change. It's like boyfriend and girlfriend. You change. You don't like, you change. Anytime. So you go to the Guru, so it becomes like that. So then create humble, heavy sin karma. They brought somebody to Guru, and then they give up after you receive that connection, Guru disciple connection, receive teaching, even Omani Pemikung, even through the words Oma, whatever. Then you see, then you give up. They have sin karma. They brought somebody to Guru. They heretical and angry and all that. So therefore, one has to be most careful is this practice. The most in your life. They has very most important. Nothing else. They can say, great yoga from said. Chendenjeta, Tendel. sentient jeta, tendel machuna. Yeah, sorry, I didn't remember some words, but some words don't remember exactly. So the thing, if you tendel with a connection, if you don't break the connection with Guru, then dependent arising, tendel auspicious connection, good connection. If you don't break, if you don't destroy these auspicious connection with Guru, then even all sudden become your enemy is okay. It doesn't matter. It's not important. Even all sudden being your family, your country people, the world, they become enemy. So that part, what I have to remember, there's something meaning like this. Don't matter. It doesn't matter. So the most important is your connection that will bring you, as I said, embodiment altogether. They frees you from samsara, breathing life. Yes, that's a good connection. The tendel dependent. So if you rest in the being, become enemy, it doesn't matter. No matter. For you, it doesn't matter. Not very important. So already, I mean, certain beings you are enemy, become your friend, but sometimes be enemy, numberless times. So you become also rather sentient being. It's already. So, so sentient tendel chukbana, dugunyin to sonja, jishipan, or chokan samatari, pankaju, grey yogi, grey yogi. So, if you tendel chukbana, if you break the good connection, the good connection with Guru, sentient jeta, qualified, sentient jeta is a qualified Guru, qualified Guru. Oh, I just said that. Oh, Mr. Yeah, the Kachari, who has qualities the Guru, then, correctly guide you, so that sentient jeta. Oh, so, then the chuan, so one is broken, then Rugunyin Sangha Jishipens, even all tongues and micro brings become your relative, become your relatives, can be close to you, become your relative, like your brother, sister, or the parent, or the close to your heart, generally speaking. Maybe not for some people, but some people, their parent is enemy, worst enemy. Many children time, but parents all the time tell they don't do this, don't do this, so they get annoyed after some years, then they go away. Then some come back. The Rajas, what's her name? Dangme?
Brain.
Yeah, Brain, yeah. He, like other children do that, when they grow up liberated, go away. He left family. But he thought on the kindness of the mother, they come back. Oh, that's good child, you see, come back. He thought that people meeting with Lama. He thought that, so some come back, some don't come back. So anyway, came with the, so sentient jeta, then chupana, rugunyin to sonja, jishipe, all the sentient beings become your relative. What is the use? You understand? What is the use? When you die, what is the use? When you die, what is the use? Anytime, no use. Stop lower realm, no use. To free samsara, no use. Free from lower neva, no use. Bring on, no use. So Guru, does everything. As I said, free your samsara, bring to enlightenment. Oh, that's. So every time it's good to have that understand, to have that when you see someone else, think, remember what it means to you, what it does to you. That's what it does, nothing. So it's rich, very rich, most important for you that, just nothing. So it becomes like that. It's like in the donkey ear, if you put dust, shakes. If you put gold, they also shake. That's it. That's a Tibetan saying. So it becomes like that. Anyway. So that you have to know that. You have to know that. I'll tell you one thing, my own mistake. When the last time when my mother came from Labdo and kept on, so somebody donated money to build a rich house at Labdo. So my mother wanted to spend the money for the. So what happened was I followed mother's way and didn't follow Lama's way. So Lama didn't want to spend. He has other reasons, and of course, you see, Lama's way of thinking is Buddha's way of thinking. You have to know that. That time, unfortunately, I taught mother the way. So then what happened was, I think maybe the protectors didn't like it. They got upset. I think what Lama. It's what happened. Because I followed mother, I didn't follow Lama's way. So what happened? Mind is kind of become negative. So I think what happened, that evening, that night was the big prayer flag, but a very big one, fell down there too, in front of the Kapon old monastery. So towards my side room, that small room upstairs. So there's one outside that fell down, and the top part broken, fell down on the building, and the top part is broken. So that happened. You see, not the other one didn't fall down. So I think the sign of the protectors got upset. Oh, like that, you see? Like that, you have to know that. I mentioned that in the Sarah, my content, the Vatican, when I was giving room of the High Griva, the great Lama from Mongolia, Kalgatan, he wrote 3 book commentary, and then Buddha Lama wrote 2 commentary. So I still didn't finish 1 volume, even though it was done 3 times or something like that. So I mentioned there are there are quite a few incarnate lamas. So I told them my experience, and also their managers, they have to understand. Sometimes you make mistakes, also their managers or something. So I told them my experience, so that might help them to how to think in their life. So anyway, so like that. You have to know that. What the good do these oh, the great Lama. He advised like that, he instructed like that. You have to know those things, the experience, the realization. So that. Oh, then so so Guru, you see from whom you receive your happiness from beginningless rebirth, not on this life, no. No. From beginningless rebirth, all the happiness, so from you receive, from beginningless rebirth, all the every single happiness. So Guru met you to as I mentioned, to Buddha's action. So due to that, you create good karma of the happiness. So then you experience happiness. So that comes from Guru. So also present and also future, including enlightenment. Everything. So that. So guide you in the say while you are ordinary, then in ordinary form guide you. So many different ways to guide you to enlightenment. Then when your mind is more pure, entered in the minor part, the part of merit, first one, it is great, middle, small. So when you actualize that choosing things, the continual Dharma, the concentration, the continual Dharma. Then when you actualize that, and then you see numberless Buddhas. At that time, whenever you actualize that, wow, then just there, wherever you are, outside, inside, doesn't have the only altar, gomba, no. Anywhere, whenever your mind is there, then you see numberless Buddha in a mnemonic aspect. And the 32 holy example, 80 holy exemplifications. There you see them. All of that, you see that, you see Nimanakaya, then guide you. Then you see, when you become an Arya being, wisdom directly perceiving emptiness with the bodhisattva, you see, that time, then you see the Guru in the symbolic aspect. Like that. More, your mind being more pure. Then now, when you cease all the obscurations, even subtle obscurations, nothing left, then you achieve omniscience. That time, then you become oneness with. That time, you become oneness with the Guru. So like that, oneness. You become oneness with the Guru. That time, you become oneness with all the Buddha. You in oneness with all the Buddha. You have to know that. So the guide, you see, the Guru guiding means the Guru, when you say Guru, means all that. You have to think of it, you have to think of Lama Tongpa Chumde, Jeshapata Chumde, Banjo Shakton, Chato, we recite that. This started from Gabon. So long ago, when the Gabon course started, we recite Lama at the beginning, Lama. But rest, like India, during his last teachings, normally not. There's no word Lama. The word Lama is not mentioned. But it's from Gabon, from early time, we do that. Lama Tongpa Chumde that. Maybe they start Lama, I'm not sure. So anyway, so Lama, so when the Lama, then you have to remember the whole thing. How you are guided. So guide with the impure form, while your mind is pure, and then guide when your mind purified in pure form, aspect Buddha. All of that, you see. Remember all of that. So guide you 3 times. From beginning is birth, now also future, so until you achieve enlightenment, until you become one with. So like that. So Lama. So the kindness to Guru is a limitless sky. Kindness of Guru is a limitless sky. So like that. then Kasure at the that's it. You see, so by you see, pure. You see, there are numberless deities. Shakyamuni Buddha. I mean the Kasure. There are numberless deities. Yeah, past, present Buddha. Then you see, present even Shakyamuni Buddha who were not didn't even lack merit to be when the Buddha came in India, you see, and gave teachings who are unable to be there, to receive teaching directly from Buddha, and to get all that we didn't merit. Then the Kasure, all these great pandits, so much teaching, so much path, so many disciples, so much, but we're not there. We didn't lack, didn't to be there. So like that, all that. Then you see in Tibet, you see the Kasure, Pema Sambhava, the Kasure, Kunyalo Jamba, the Kasure, the Lama Tungava, then those 5 great Satyalamas, so many, but the enlightenment, sentient, you see, receive teachings directly, but you didn't merit to be able to there, within. You didn't have merit. Like that, you see, so many happened in this sector, many enlightenment happened. Only in the four sectors, in Tibet, what say like that. So Kasure, like that. So left after didn't come out, didn't marry. So long didn't marry. So centuries. So Kasure, so only now. Only now. Like Lama Chaba says, Tubinima, Tuji Nuju, the Kojame, Joa Mangola, Javizaba, Nyamotru, Changuti, so on that. So the Kasure Tubinima. So my one's teaching is it's like a meeting now. It's like about sun is about setting, about to stop the Buddha Dharma in the world. Buddha's teaching. So like sun about setting down. You are born like that. There's such a time. There's so many numberless guide beings. Maybe numberless guide beings. Who does the Buddha's action? Too many sentient beings who are guideless. That's a time about Buddha's teachings about stop. Who does all the action of Buddha, and then you the guide, savior, and I was calculated 2 times from on none. Saying the savior is at kitchen 10, he didn't like. So I doesn't that. That's not the point. Savior. She said protector. But how you translate it? Summa? Summa is a protector. So how you translate? What do you use? What summa? If you put it protector. So gone is savior, as I translate. So you see this word for summa, what are the you use the same thing? So object refuge as well. Refuge, gone savior, the compassion of one arm. That. Then you see now you see so you see this Guru, you see, the ordinary aspect, so that you can see. You all want ordinary, so you can see. So it fits to the mind, so you can see, communicate, can request teachings, one thing, you see, get advice. So otherwise, if it's a deity, there's numberless deities. But you can't see. The numberless deities. Pure aspect. So because our mind is pure, can't see. So can't get advice, can't get instruction. Can't like that instruction, can't get teachings. So can't at all. So have to be ordinary aspects so that you can communicate, can see. So can get instruction. So that's how you can free from samsara and achieving enlightenment. So the ordinary aspect, then give vows. What they must about Buddha about Tantra vow. You see, that free from samsara, and the Buddha's vow they make free achieving enlightenment, but Tantra vow then makes free achieving enlightenment. So like that, you see. Then also sutra, then say teaching there as well the alphabet and example, see other kinds of giving all transmissions and the commentaries for the sutra, like that. And then Tantra giving initiation. Sorry, doesn't count my ones. So the initiation, tantric commentary, gives instructions for them. Like this, you see. You see, all that. So the incredible, those who all receive unbelievable teachings from his own. The most profound, most sacred, so much with this ordinary aspect. You see, even you say Buddha, nothing more different height, nothing more special teaching to deities. So they have to know that. So now the usefulness of ordinary being, ordinary aspects, you have to know that, the benefits. So so like this, free yourself from samsara and bring to enlightenment like that. See, the whole conclusion. The parts at least parts or the preparation done to your mind. Bring to enlightenment. So that's so you see now we see so this is all the Buddha's holy action. All the Buddha's, you see, holy action. So you can't see the other Buddhas, your mind is not pure. So the nature of those realizations, so can't see. So show ordinary aspect, then give all this guidance, teachings, advice, whatever is fit, scold or give a pleasing advice, whatever. So whatever is needed to bring you to enlightenment. So therefore, you see the kindness is the numberless deities, but yes. But can't see. They don't come to see all the teachings directly. So they put all the Guru. It's the kindness is much greater than all the deities. All the deities, even Guru Shakyamuni Buddha. So like that, you see, as I mentioned before. So, unbelievable kindness, unbelievable. So without the Guru, your life is lost. Your life is meaningless. total lost in samsara. Total lost, like from beginning, but total lost. So like the child in a hot desert, nothing grows, the desert, the child the left, you see, like that, no help. Like that. Or in the forest, or the tigers or bears, many around, like anytime they can eat you, and like that. Like that with the Guru. Without Guru, your life is totally lost. Meaningless. The total. So therefore, the Guru's kindness is that every day, showing ordinary perspective that you can see, the English teachings, or that is the advice. Or you can ask, or every day, every hour, every minute, every second, kindness to you is great. It's like the sky filled with the wish ground jewel. I explained yesterday. Filled with the wish ground jewels. More than that, more precious than that. More precious than that. And the ordinary aspect to you, even 1 day, even 1 hour, even minute, second, how precious it is to you. It's a more than sky filled with the wish ground jewel. That much is nothing. That's the ordinary aspect of the Guru, I say. For kindness to you, or that like that, in every second. So that's a very good show. So how so precious this ordinary aspect to me, and kind. So how so precious the ordinary aspect and the kindness to even to go by mala, like recite Om Mani Padme Hum, you pass one bit to this one like that. You see, so to develop strong devotion, like that is very useful Guru practice like that. You see. That's I see. All that is the reality, 100% true. All that. For you, every second, more than as more precious than sky filled which can do, and the precious and the kind. Okay, so that unbelievable kind. All that. Unbelievable. So. It is said about Saja Pandit, Nimi was a Raptaya, Meshemeba, Memijin. Even the Nimi was beams of the sun is hot, Meshemeba, but without a magnifying glass cannot produce fire. Tijan Sangye Chil, which Lama never doing. And so, like that, blessings of the Buddhas. If there is no Guru, you can't receive the blessings of Buddha. You can't receive without Guru. Lama member, so because the Lama is a self-condition that causes you all the virtues, actions of virtues, all the realizations. You see, all the Dhamma understand, all the up to enlightenment. So the Guru is the one who causes self-condition. So to receive blessings of Buddha, numberless Buddha in your heart. So through Buddha, through Guru. So Lama Jungme. Then now please listen. Pande Lama Nyebai, Sangha Tantra Nyebai. If you please the Guru, then all the Buddhas get pleased. If you please the Guru, then all the Buddhas get pleased. So I want all the people who see working for the center, you know, that actually fulfill his own wishes, advice, and then the actually Lama should advise wishes. So then of course meet Mickey Mouse, meet the small Mickey Mouse. So the all those who are working with the center, books and wisdom books, archives, all the different things. What do you do? Different projects in the organization. So all you have to relate to your work, the benefit here, the quotation. Then you understand. So this you please the Guru, then you please all the Buddhas. You see. Then you have to understand your place. All that relating to your work, what you're doing. So different projects in the organization. So so which I have actually mostly I planned to do. Planned. So there was past Lama planned. So you see, you have to understand that every day you are placing Buddha. So that you have to know that. So there's no place for depression. There's no place for depression in your mind, in your brain, or no place for no space for depression. Only the skies for happiness, joy. You have to recognize that. Then he says, "Gondosoma Jude Velama Chela Dajah Santapinda." In one total all the Buddha Dhamma Sangha in one total aspect, in one aspect. To the Guru, I go for refuge. Gundo Samba, Judu Vilama Chera, Dajabs, all the Satipendita. Oh, that's one thing. The Kasuri also there. That's one thing. Such a penny that mentioned, I mentioned today also in the Kasuri interview there. Kawatong the Paro Chimbitsu, Godakangla, Dobatong, Top, Lamalam, the Kijila Dus. For 1,000 years, you call it meditate, practicing as a parameters. The practicing parameters, charity, so about the charity, mean your head and your legs and so that others, to others in the being. Even the marriage you collect, you give away to the sentient beings. For 1,000 years, other 1,000 eons. But you see now, when you fulfill Guru's wishes, Guru's advice, at that time, then in 1 second you collect all those merits which to 1,000 eons, charity, then some of the morality, even dedicated merit you receive it back. All that, when you fulfill Guru's wishes and advice, in 1 second you collect. In 1 second. Yes, such a penny that mentioned that. Lama the Guru's path means that. Collect in 1 second. All those merits collect in 1 second. So again here you see those who are working for organization or the Dharma retreat or Dharma prayers, or they working for the books and working for all the different projects and director and all. And now you have to relate to this quotation. You have to write down the quotation and relate every day. What are you doing? the great benefit. All the Saja Pandita said, you must realize, should see this way. So every second you collect 1,000 eons and all the merits, you collect in 1 second. So there's all so much happiness, so much happiness. You see, there's no place for depression. So all of that, you see, you have to know that. And then also, in a Tantra text, like sorry, touching tile, the drops of mantra, drops of the mudra. There it mentioned, Chetan many singsikpa, Kejikin Tawache. Kejikin Tawache. Kanshik, that's the word I don't remember what it was. Kanshik, the word I don't the means just like the fire burn wood. In 1 second, it becomes ashes. Like that. So, if you please the Guru, glorify Guru, you know, if you're able to please the Guru, at that time, then the joy, all the heavenly drama burns, pacifies, burns in 1 second. Purified in 1 second. This also concerning negative karma. So many preliminary practices. 1,000 breaths, or many 100,000 breaths. So now you concentrate here. If you please the Guru, in 1 second, all the negative karma are purified. So there are many things that get you can tell us. Then, never, I was miss some words. Never, the last one is correct. If you please good, then in that second, all the heavy things can burned, pacified. In 1 second, Then just one more, then finish. Sorry. Just one more. You see, the Kasare, I think, maybe 7th Lama, I'm not sure. 7th or the 13th Lama. 7th Lama, maybe. So this, anyway, what happened was there's a monk, Geshe, from Devu Monastery. I forgot his name. Geshe. Mitunga or some on Geshe, but he tells straight to his owners and makes his owners laugh and very sincere. And also, I think they got a friend and like that. So he asked his owners, what will be my future life? He requested to reveal. So his son says, you were born as a cow, an ox with a blue horn. You were born as an ox. Then he said, he laughed. He said, how is it possible? Because it takes time. Possible copulate the mother, father. Cow is ox is the father. Then the sex I think Yeah, you see there, after happened that, and then maybe that's as someone come in like Patamata Kasuri together with Kasuri Kovalet or there, so they so then the consciousness conceived in the mother's womb, then takes 9 months or something, I don't know, something. Then come out of there, then only blue horn, sorry. Then you develop it. The egg, you see, with parents, so then develop, then the blue horn comes slowly. So that takes a lot of time. So he explains it to his own answer. Takes a lot of time. That doesn't happen that way. So then you see, then his own is loud. Then his own, that because he explained clearly to his own, this one is loud. Then his son said, "Oh, now you become monk, and not only monk, but it can be Andraj." His son is Andraj. Oh, his son told. Now you can be monk. So he said, "How that possible? I didn't do any purification. I didn't get any purification. I was going to burn also the blue oxygen. I didn't get to do any purification. How it's possible?" He said to his sons. I said, then his son said, I have blessing of jealousy. He didn't say I'm jealousy, but he said I have blessing of jealousy. I have blessing of jealousy. Then I don't remember so because of that. So you made me happy. Because now you made me happy. So, that he didn't get any purification, No, just because he pleased his own Lama by explaining all that thing, how it's possible to be born as an orthodox blue horn and that way. So love the made him happy. So because of that, right now all that things become purified. Who is going to be born also with blue, totally purified. Because of that, right now, he can be a monk. Not only monk, but underwrite to his own, helping his own else. Underwrite. Oh, you have to understand that. You have to know that. It's the point. So, Katsura, your daily life, you see? As I mentioned also, during the talk, when you please the Guru, you see, all those heavy nikra, purify, gone, in that second. You understand? That. You have to understand the point. This is the benefits of Dharma practice. The point. You have to understand. How like that. Not only pleasing all the Buddha, yes, but you see, the point is, you have to understand that. Like that, you see, like that. So we have a unbelievable benefit, you see. Relate to you, what you're doing, or different projects in the organization. You see, so that how much difficulty it is, how much you have to be hardships or whatever. Is a director, center, or whatever, all the other different things, even the retreat or even whatever, you see, all like that. You have to, okay, so so you see, no, the numberless Buddhas, deities, I can't see, can't get the advice. Nothing you see all these, what I explained, all the teaching. But you see there, so from the ordinary aspect, showing us the respect to you, then you get all this. So now this is the kindest than all the numberless Buddhas. You understand? So anyway, what I said, this is so. All the Buddhas into this aspect, the Guru, and then who frees me from samsara, or samsara, or all the oceans of six realms, the cause to come, and then bring me to enlightenment. All that to remember that. That's so good every day. Yeah. Oh, that's nothing. To remember. Then you can see the Guru's kindness, the I can't fit the sky like that. See, amazing. So then you see, so happy, most happy the mind to follow the Guru's, filled with the Guru's wishes and advice. So most unbelievable. Because we're happy to do that. All of that, you see. Yeah. Okay, I think that's about it. Now we do the very quick initiation. Short. water, throw offering to the interferers to ground the truth initiation.